Now the Kolkata Knight Riders take on the Royal Challengers Bangalore. We said that today was the day that the IPL kicked off. Brendan McCullum got all those runs. That game was KKR RCB, and KKR fans will never ever let anybody forget that. They still think that KKR are going to come out and play like that. I don't know if they actually will, but that game is in Kolkata, and it'll be interesting to see how KKR go about it, because just as Delhi seem a bit unsuited for their home ground, KKR don't have the quick bowlers to take advantage of that bounce. I mean, they've got Prasidh Krishna, they've got Andre Russell, who's bowling less and less as he goes. They've got Matt Kelly, this new bowler from Australia, who's come in, and of course RCB have Dale Steyn back.
Well, I see tomorrow night the RCB, they'll be floating in there. There'll be a free spirit. The pressure's all on KKR.
Yes.
Now, realistically, the RCB team know that they can't qualify, so they'll just go out and have a bit of fun. Those great players in Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers will try and put on a show. There'll be a massive crowd. Great stage for them. The pitch is a good one, so you'd expect at least one of them to arrive and put a score on the board. It's just how KKR deal with the pressure, because they know they lose. It's getting harder and harder for them to qualify. You think if they lose tomorrow night, they're probably going to have to win, 4 out of 5?
Yeah,
and that's difficult in this year's IPL. We're seeing so much inconsistency. So I think it's a must-win game for the Knight Riders tomorrow night.
Now, one of the ways RCB have been playing, the way RCB has been playing, is playing their 3 India seamers. They've been playing Siraj, they've been playing Navdeep Saini, and who's the third?
Left out Umesh in the last couple of games.
They played Umesh Yadav.
The last game they played, but they
played Tim Southee once. They've left Tim Southee out. Now they got Dale Steyn in.
Yeah.
Do you put him in straight away?
Oh yeah, he plays. Yeah.
If you've pulled him from, and you've still got one aircraft left. I mean, it's not like Jet Airways. You've got an option to put another one in there. I mean, they can't put another aircraft in there, but Bangalore has a choice there. And what is Akashdeep Nath doing in that side? I mean, does he bowl? Does he bat? Does he keep?
Akashdeep Nath is a part-time
No, I know he's a good enough player. No offense to him, but
I know what you're saying, but I think it's because they don't have backup India batsmen.
Look,
the only other is Gurkirat. I think they've got Gurkirat Man. I think. Yeah.
You got to have been playing Washington Sundar from day one. And I'm not going back to Parthiv again, because you open with him. He opens in all the leagues that you see around this country. He's done well enough. He bowls for you as well. He's one of the players that you bought him in the auction. So, but now they're in that stage. What are they going to do? They bring in Pawan Negi at that stage. He's not in that. He's in that list at number 3, but
he's done well, hasn't he? Apart from that last ultimate over the other day. Apart from that, he's done quite well for them in a couple of games. They seem a team that
they're a good. They haven't lost badly. If you look at what the losses they've had a last over loss in Mumbai. Somebody chased down 50 odd in the last 3 overs against them. Russell, when he did that, and that's when Siraj bowled those 2 full tosses. So it's been close. They've been close. AB scored runs. Virat has scored runs but not taken the team through. So they've just not been able to finish it.
They seem to get players on the naughty
in spite of
like Washington. So you mentioned why isn't he playing? He seems to be a part of a little group that gets pushed into a corner. It's like you're in the naughty corner.
Unless they think, look, we've got Moeen Ali, we've got 1 finger spinner. Can we play 2 finger spinners, 2 off spinners? Maybe that's the thinking. I'm just trying to think aloud.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just worth, when you're bottom of the tree, it's worth trying a few different options. Yeah. Moeen Ali's found a bit of form. He was great in the game against Mumbai. Batted nicely. Yeah. Got a couple of wickets. Bowled well against Punjab as well. Kept Chris Gale quiet in the middle there. So they found a little bit of form in Moeen Ali, but it takes more than 1 or 2. Correct. With the team at the bottom of the tree, you generally need 7 or 8 of them to arrive and play well.
Now, what about KKR? KKR, their captain is in the World Cup side, isn't he? So there's some excitement there. They've also got Kuldeep Yadav, who really hasn't had a good IPL. We won't go down that path. Actually, I shouldn't have said that, because almost everybody who's in that Indian team has struggled in some way or the other at the IPL. So they're saving it all for the end. Robin Uthappa is struggling a little bit, but they had runs for Chris Lynn. Sunil Narayan's come back, and Andre Russell is winning the game, but he's not bowling.
No, I mean he keeps trying to bowl, but he looks like he's ready to snap in half when he bowls any deliveries. It's just how they play the batting lineup for me. They got it wrong in the last game. Shubman Gill was loose in the middle. He's got to be pushed to number 3, and he's got to, the senior core have got to be kind of pushed down to take up I call them the pressure overs, down the bottom end. The last 5 or 6 overs, you need your real power. Shubman Gill should be that glue at number 3 that can just work it around, strike it about 130, 140, and then it allows the Dre Russes and the Robin Uppertas to come later down just to try and strike it into the stands with Dinesh Karthik. So
they need a little more from
I think they've got to be a little bit better in terms of the batting lineup.
They like Nitish Rana. Now, Nitish Rana's got a very strange record in the IPL. In the first half of his season is so much better than the second half.
Maybe he's found out by the
just
end
an
of the
observation,
season
I'm
because
not a
he added
conclusion.
something. This year he came back, adding, hitting sixes. We saw that in the first couple of games when he did well. I agree with the batting part because only thing is problem with them is if you watched Uthappa over the years, he gets a swollen face if you send him down the order. He comes in and whacks the first
on a
ball.
roll today.
Last game.
Yeah.
Did you see the last game? First ball he walks in, they're in a good stage, tries to whack it. So you got to keep him happy. We've seen that when he was moved from open to back as well. So that's their problem, how to handle the men that they've already got. They haven't got many other choices.
No, because they don't have replay. They pick an 11 at the auction table.
And they stick with
Then
it.
they look at 4 or 5 replacements, and that's it. Their team is 17, 18. That's about it. So they back their players, much like CSK do. They back their players and expect them to go all the way. So they need their players to come strong. But I think Michael's absolutely spot on. No pressure on RCB, but pressure mounting on KKR. So there we'll be there. We'll be there for that game on Cricbuzz live, of course. Ajay Jai, Ajay, you're here tomorrow.
English again? I'll be here.